What is up, everyone? Welcome back to Coco Kay and day 7 of our 30-day island challenge. If you're new here, my name's Corinne. If you're not, welcome back. And in today's video, we are going to be decorating. I am so excited. So I'm going to kind of like walk you guys through a little bit, talk to you, and then we'll dive right into a speed build of decorating the neighborhood that I'm starting to build and that we started to build yesterday if you watched yesterday's video. And with that being said, if you want to keep up with the challenge, make sure to subscribe and turn on the notification bell to get notified every time that I upload, since I will be uploading every single day in the month of December for this challenge and like a little bit of like a one-off of Vlogmas. So but let's just jump right into it, and yeah, let's get started. I just wanted to show you guys, these are the custom designs that I have before we start decorating. I get all of my custom designs from either YouTubers or Pinterest. My Pinterest is always linked down below. Hopefully I will have a card in this video to show you guys all the custom designs that I'm using. I'm still testing some of these out, so if they're not in the card, that means I'm not using them anymore. But I try my best to make sure that I include everything, and I want to give everyone credit where credit is due. If you missed it, we now have 10 villagers on the island, and I am waiting for people to ask me to leave. This is what we're working with. We have Buck, who needs to go, Ozzy, who I'm unsure about, Shino, who's staying, Alice, who I'm unsure about, Hans, who's definitely leaving, Coco, who's staying, Mint, who I'm unsure of, Julia, who I think is staying, she's like 70% staying, Lyman, who is also like 70% staying, and then Murphy, who I'm also unsure of. If that's not complicated, I don't know what is. Let's go back to the neighborhood so you guys can see it. Okay, so this is what we're working with right now. We have Lyman's house down here in this little like area, and then there is a ramp here. Do I have a fruit? Oh, hell yeah. If you're new here, we're kind of going for like a jungle tropical theme. I'm kind of just playing as I go, basically. I don't really know what I want, to be honest, so. Oh, and nice vibes. And then we have another ramp, and then we have 3 houses. So we have Julia's house. You can see we already started decorating a little bit. Shino's house, and then, oh my god, hey Julia. And then we have Coco's house, which is actually decorated. And I didn't show this part yesterday, so I added all of this stuff, like the actual decorations, the bamboo, the little water thing, the bamboo basket, the ruined stool, the bamboo bench with all of the stuff on it. Added that, and then I added some green leaf piles as well. And I'm really starting to like the vibe of the island. I don't know, you guys let me know what you think. But today we are going to get started with decorating Coco's house and Julia's house. I said this yesterday, I don't really like how they're all in a line, but I'm hoping that I can, oh my god, look at Julia sitting on the bench. But I'm hoping that I can make it so they don't look like super uniformed, but we will see how it goes. Is there a chance that I'm gonna have to move someone's house? Absolutely, but let's just get right into the decorating. Okay guys, I fully forgot, but we actually have a campsite villager today. So before we get into the decorating, even though I know I just said that we would, let's see who our campsite villager is. I am manifesting an alligator or a frog. Alligator or frog, please, please, please. I'm gonna close my eyes, I'm gonna turn around. Oh! Hey buddy. He just left my Zucker, right? Yeah. Zucker just left my other island. Well, that was disappointing. That's okay. We're done. Bye Zucker. And let's get right into decorating. So this build is like kind of all over the place, but I am excited for you guys to see it. So first off, I build up this whole entire filler area right here, and then I remember that I want Chino to have a yard, so I get rid of it later. But I am all about the like slightly personal or fully personal villager yard. So if you guys are about that, let me know. Let me know your ideas. You'll see a little bit later in the video, but I turned Shino's yard kind of into like a witchy section. I kind of see Shino as like a witchy, if not like a witchy girly, a crystal girly, if not like a full witch, which I love. I am also myself a crystal bitch, so I love, you know, I'm into it. But I don't think I did Shino justice, especially because the way I threw these houses down, truly not my favorite thing in the world. So when the build is done, I want, and it would be so kind of you if you guys could give me some feedback on if you think it looks stupid that they're all on a line, or like if it's fine the way it is. Like, I need some critical feedback. Okay? I need help in a lot of ways, but especially in this build. But I start off always with my build putting down trees, bushes, flowers, custom designs. And the reason that I do this is, like, especially the trees are the first thing I put down. It's so hard to space them out, and if we're stunting trees, like, you have to have the little baby tree near it, and it's just a pain. So I try to get all of that done out of the way, and because trees like literally make or break my build for me when it's a nature build. I am a nature themed Animal Crossing person. I don't think I could ever do a city island. I don't know, maybe I'll do that as like a challenge, but definitely a nature girly over here. So, but I love, with this build, one of my favorite things is the different sized bamboo trees. Like, they're just so cute. And there's a lot of me like checking out like spaces, like running around being like, does this look good? Does this look I also tried to cut out a lot of like the filler time of going to get all the trees and the items and all of that, like you just saw, just for your guys' benefit. But please know that this build took me like 3 hours maybe, and I'm not even in love with it. So my tip also, for if you are like me and like you build something and you're like, dang, I actually really don't like that, sleep on it and then come back to it. Always and forever, that's exactly what I will do. So like today I'm going to revisit, this video is going up today and I'm recording today, but I recorded all of this footage yesterday. Today I'm going to revisit that build and see if I need to tweak anything. There's some items that I ordered that I need to add in a little bit as well, especially like those green leaf piles. Obsessed. Like, I'm not a huge fan of the paths that I have in this for this island, because they don't have like an extra like little filler. On my winter island, my main path has like an extra circle that can be separate from the path, that can be like used to like as like a transition area, and none of these paths have that like transition circle, and that transition circle is a literal game changer. I'm obsessed with it. If it's just like, but none of the paths have it. But something that's really helping me is I can put these leaf piles in like transition-ish areas, and it makes it look so much better. But so I have to get a bunch of those. And this is when I realized that Shino doesn't have a yard. So I go through and I start like getting like cleaning up a little bit and trying to like give her space for a yard. Also, a little spoiler for tomorrow's video, a villager did ask to move out today, so we are going to have a villager hunt in tomorrow's video. If you are into that, make sure to subscribe and turn on the notification bell, sorry for the shameless plug, so that you get notified when I upload that video tomorrow, because who doesn't love a good old villager hunt? But now we've moved on to Julia's house, and Julia's been working out in our area the whole time. And I still haven't decided on if I want the DLC or not, if I'm going to get it, if I have time for it. That's going to be like a last minute thing. But I really want Julia to stay on the island. I really like her, but her house does not match. So that's like a little bit of an issue for me. And so I try to like cover up some of it slightly. So this like end section of this cliff, I make all filler. Super cute. Also, let me know how you guys feel about the bamboo fence in the front, because I don't know how I feel about it. I like the bamboo bench in the back, the bamboo fence in the back, but the front, I'm not sure. Just that fence in general. But since, how many times, are you guys annoyed by that? I just sit there and I go, so I apologize. I'm like making fun of myself for no reason, but we're just gonna keep trucking along. So even though this is the side of Julia's house, I don't do her yard yet, because at this point, as I'm building it, as you can see, I've moved onto the path in front of Julia's house, and at this point, I don't know it yet, but I'm going to make her house into like a garden, like a flower garden, but you guys will see that in a little bit. But when I'm in like a filler mood, I can filler all day. You know what I mean? Like, that, I want to make a Michael Scott joke so bad, but that would be, if you know, you know. I'm saying that right now. Michael Scott. What would Michael Scott say in that situation? Anyway, but when I'm in, like, I can decorate like this all day long. Like, I just can vibe with it. But one issue that I am having is that I'm like, what the heck am I going to do? There's not enough room for these trees. I hate it here. So I did this whole filler area, right? All of this, and I did not like it because there was no like trees in the front, and all my decorating and good Animal Crossing decorating, which I'm not saying my decorating's good, but what I've learned from good people, but how I like my decorating is when it's with layering. That wasn't a clear sentence at all. The key to Animal Crossing decorating is layering. So you need trees in the front. You might not need a full tree, like in the front of your screen. You might not need a full tree, but maybe like a stunted tree. You know what I mean? Like, you just need it. And I didn't have like any room for that at all. So I got frustrated, and this is me moving on to Shino's yard. Also, I know it's getting very late. I end up time traveling in a minute to the next day. And I just decided to do sand for her yard as well. Just to match Coco's. I don't know about that choice, honestly. I'm thinking of like getting a stone in-game path and maybe doing that for her yard. But you guys let me know what you think. You'll see the end result of Shino's yard at the end of this video, so I would appreciate the feedback on that. But I ended up expanding Shino's yard a little bit forward to make it a little bigger. As you can see here, I like mixed around the custom design to just add like one section more. Then finally I time traveled, and now we're back on Shino's yard. Like I said, I think she's like a crystal girly, which I love. So I crafted a bunch of this like glowing moss stuff, and I decided to make her like a little like witchy table area. So I'm not the biggest fan of it, so I want feedback, and I say that a little later too, so I apologize for being like, I'm not the biggest fan of it. I don't hate it, I just like feel like it's missing something. I don't know if I need to layer a little bit more with the items, if I need her yard to be in a bigger space, if I need to change out that bamboo table. I don't know, but I do like the vibe. I just need to spice it up a little bit. But I do love the glowing moss stuff, and I love that set. I'm also so early in the game still. I just don't have that many items, which is always frustrating. So I need to do some like Nook shopping, and also maybe some like Treasure Island runs as well. Also, look how cute that little lantern is. I just love it. It doesn't match that much, not really, but I don't have any candles right now, so I put like an incense diffuser up there, and I really wanted some candles. So now we move back to Julia's yard, where I start placing down the in-game path to make a flower garden. I feel like I always put some type of flower garden on my island or in one of my builds. I just really like the flowers in the game. They just make me happy. It's like the flowers and the crops just make me extremely happy. But yeah, and Julia's like the perfect one for it. I know I'm talking a lot about Animal Crossing, but I am just, how are you guys doing? Let's do a little Vlogmas 30-day island challenge check-in. I knew it was gonna be hard. It is hard. I am extremely stressed out about finishing the actual island just itself. Like, it just takes you so long to do an island. But this week has just been stressful with getting the videos up. But thank you guys. There was like a lot of comments in the last video, and it makes my heart really happy. So thank you guys for sticking around and watching all the videos. I really appreciate it. This is when I realized that I hate the Yeah, this is what I realized in the build, that I hate the path, like, and I hate how the cliff isn't bigger, like it's just not a bigger area up on the third level. But I build this out anyway, which I have no idea why I just didn't stop myself, because you can see like literally like my character is pausing. That is me pausing, just watching. But I build this all out and then I decide, see, I cut it out, but you can see up there, I built it all out and then I decide that I am going to build the cliff out a little bit more, because I always try to not terraform if I don't have to, because terraforming is the actual death of me. I hate it so much. I love it and I hate it. It's literally like a frenemy, because it makes your island so much better and it's so cool. Like, it's a really cool feature, but like, I hate terraforming so much. It just takes so long and you want it to look perfect, and it's just like, yeah, love-hate relationship with terraforming. If anyone else can relate, let me know. I do like being able to put the inclines though, like in the cliffs. I think that's really cool. But like I said, the layering is just a huge thing for me, and if I can't place trees effectively like in front of paths in builds like this, like I just can't handle it. I'm also trying to place those vines on all of the cliffs, so eventually the vines will be everywhere. So now let's redo this intro path. Also, what do you guys think about those custom designs? You let me know. But yes, intro path. I love it. I am a sucker. I've said it 700 times for a good filler area. I just eat this up. I don't know why. People are like, I hate filler areas. I'm like, if my entire island could be filler, which this island basically is going to be, it could. Like, I would be fine with that. Truly would be absolutely fine with that. Sorry, I sound a little bit ridiculous. But, you know, it's Vlogmas Day 7? It's Vlogmas Day 7, so your girl's going a little crazy. Or a weekend. Nice, Corinne. Good job knowing that 7 days are in a week. I'm proud of myself for that. But we're going crazy. So I just started planting all the trees. Oh, that little tiny baby plant right there is actually a pear tree that will grow into a full pear tree. And I'm fine with that because it's blocking Julia's house, which I don't really like. Call back to what I said earlier in this voiceover. And that is actually something that I really want to use more of, are the pear trees. I really like the pear trees. I think they look great in this build. I love a fruit tree. They're just so fun. So I'm just like been very, very into it. Also, I got some questions about where you get green mums. And I get all my green mums from treasure islands. If you guys don't know what treasure islands are, I will briefly explain, but if you want to know more, let me know. Basically on Twitch, and actually I've seen one or two on YouTube. They're live. If you just search Animal Crossing, they will pop up with these videos with a bunch of little mini boxes on them. Sometimes there's like 100 people watching, sometimes there's like 300. It's gonna be, if you search Animal Crossing New Horizons, they're gonna come up immediately, and then those are the public ones, and you can also subscribe and pay for them. You can also like go to, there's treasure islands that you can go on and pay for on Etsy and all over. So if you want to pay for them, you can, but if you just, there's some on Twitch that are free, but they just kind of take some time sometimes for people to go off and on the islands. If you guys have ever, if you've ever gone to someone's island or someone's come to your island, you know how long it takes. So, and when it's a public thing, like it can take longer than what you would expect. But the free islands have the dodo codes up on the little boxes, and usually like a description of what is on that island. But if you want to know more about treasure islands, let me know. I just don't want to talk about a topic that everybody knows about. So, but I will gladly talk more about it if y'all want me to. But that's where I get all of my green mums, are from treasure islands. On my last island, I tried for about 3 weeks to flower breed green mums, and I thought I was doing it all right, but I was absolutely not. So if you want to try to do that yourself, you can. You can just look up a flower breeding guide. I'm pretty sure green mums can only come from yellow or purple mums that have been bred by seeded mums, if that makes sense. I could not do it, and I tried for weeks. And I tried on past islands, but just for reference, my very last island that I've done, I tried for about 3 weeks and it just did not happen. But my materials that I find, all of my flowers, like all of like the colored flowers, all like my glowing moss, most of it comes from Treasure Island. Some of the other things, you know, I do go to Nooks every day. I go on cabin tours to get the green, the moss and the vines and things like that. And the bushes, actually, all of my shrubs are from cabin tours right now, which is great. Or Leaf himself, the sweet baby boy that he is. But yeah, so if you wanted me to talk more about that, I am more than happy. But we are coming up on the end of this decorating, which is so exciting. I do walk through it with you, and you can see all of it at once, but I am relatively happy with how this turned out, especially Coco's house. But you guys let me know what you think. I would love to hear your opinion, and I'm going to send you into Paskrin. So today, I'm filming this the next day after I filmed everything. I ended up adding on to this build, so I'm going to walk you through the build, and then in the outro, I filmed it last night, but I just want to walk you guys through the build. So, because we added about a little bit more cliff, but then I never walked through it, which I love so much more. So let me show you. So we still have to decorate Lyman's house, but then you go up here and you can like see up there a little bit. Back there is just like filler area in that little tiny section. So first up we have Julia's house, and because she's a flamingo and super colorful, I wanted to add in some gardens, some flowers, and like some pretty colored flowers. Everything is subject to change. Like I might change out the tulips for a different color, and I also might move some things around. I just don't like how like the back of this, it's like very one-dimensional to me, you know, like everything's like kind of in a line in the back, but we will see. I do like it. I think it's cute. And then we just got filler area, which I love. Oh, it's so cute. And then over here we're walking into Shino's yard, who I consider Shino to be a crystal girly, which I love. So I have this like witchy area set up for her with her yard, but that too, it's just like a little flat to me. But I like the concept a lot, and it's kind of growing on me. I think I just need to order a few more, just need to pick up a few more items. The same thing with Julia. I need to pick up a few more items for that build as well. But this is what Sheena's house, her yard looks like. And honestly, I mean, like I like it. I just need to add a few more finishing touches, which I can show you guys in a later video when I do. And then we have a little seating area over here, just like a little lookout, which I thought was fun. I love little spots like that. And then back in here, which this is like my favorite, like this little, no, here, sit. This, like, I love, like, I live for filler area like this. Like, it's just, like, this is exactly what I want right here. It's just perfect. But, and then also I showed this at the beginning of the video, but this is Coco's yard, which I also love. I think it is so cute. And I just like, I need the yards to give me this like good vibe. And I wish this one was first and not Julia's because of how much I like it. But those are the builds. I know that I'll add more to them eventually, but for now, this is what we're going to stick with and what I'm going to show you. So without further ado, I'm going to send you into the outro. We're keeping the hard hat on for this one. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really appreciate it. I hope you guys enjoyed this build. Let me know if you like these kinds of videos. But thank you guys so much for watching this far. You guys are the best, and I hope you've been enjoying the challenge. But if you liked the video, please make sure to give it a thumbs up, and if you want to stay updated in our 30-day challenge, make sure to subscribe and turn on the notification bell to get notified every time that I upload a new video. Like I said, thanks so much. Really appreciate all of you guys for watching and supporting me, and I will see you guys in tomorrow's video. Bye!